Welcome to the first episode of Your Highlight Video Sucks. This is our first submission, and it goes by the name of, and I apologize for the pronunciation, Sam Azimzadeh, and he plays for Capilano University, and we're going to be reviewing his highlight video. So let's get started. I guess first impressions, I'm not sure why this screen is here, as in, if you're showing this, you should be having maybe your information, your name, but there's no point in him kind of highlighting himself in the team picture, because although yes, it gives a sense of to the coach of how he looks like, this can be done a lot better. For example, here, what the picture he had earlier, he could have right here. That would be perfect. And then with a description, I think there's some information that's missing, like the team, which I guess we've already have is Capilano University, and then also the division they play in. I think that's important, or the conference. And the text here kind of blends a bit with the background, so if you could find a way to make it the colors not kind of blend in and more stand out. And with the arrow there, I would have it pause for like a second and then continue it, just so the coach has a clear vision of who you are. As a fullback, I also think it's really important that to have the right order of clips. This goes for any position. You have to have an order that suits your position. For example, a fullback in his case, you should have your crosses in, you should have maybe your tackles or your defensive attributes at the beginning, and then your simple passes down the line and stuff, those can come a little more later, because the passes everyone's meant to be able to do. For example, that's a really good clip. That could go a lot further forward. Like the first clip was not as good as that one. See, that clip could have been at the very beginning. You can tell he definitely likes to go into his tackles. He really likes his tackles, and I think that's brilliant. But I do think that he should move those clips to the beginning, because a lot of these clips are a lot better than what he had at the beginning, so it just needs a little bit of reordering. Like that could go more at the beginning. That was a really good tackle. Okay, this highlight video is 6 minutes, which, I mean, it's okay, but coaches don't watch 6 minutes. They're not going to watch the full thing. They'll usually watch the first minute or two, so you have to make sure that you have your best clips right at the beginning, because or else they'll click off and they'll only remember your first minute. So if you didn't have your best clips right at the beginning, it's not gonna make as good of an impression as it could. And all these clips are really good, but I think some are obviously better than others, so they should be at the beginning. See, that's a really good ball. Goals and assists should always be first. That's a must. For example, that could be at the very beginning. See, we're halfway, so we've done 3 minutes, and we've already seen a lot of good clips. We already have the sense of his level, and kind of like the level he's at with who he's playing and as a player himself. And I think just those clips are good enough for one highlight video. This is 6 minutes long, and I can only presume that the next 3 minutes are just as good as the first 3. So I would honestly make 2 highlight videos out of this 6 minutes, just to have something more to send to coaches. So you say, oh, this is my current highlight video. You send that to them, and then you say, oh, I just made another, like 2 weeks later, you say, oh, I made another highlight video. Boom, you send this next 3 minutes. So they now have a lot more footage. Because remember, since it's 6 minutes, they're only going to watch the first minute or two. So if you have 6 minutes, you're losing 4 minutes of footage. But if you send it in 2 separate highlight videos, in the end, instead of only watching 1 or 2 minutes, now they've watched 3 or 4 minutes. You understand? But see, as a coach, like, they wouldn't be watching from here on out because they already kind of get the level he's at. So I would definitely split this into 2 highlight videos. And see, a lot of the clips are also, in a way, kind of repetitive. They kind of show the same thing over and over again, which is why I also recommend you put this into 2 highlight videos. And I'm gonna stop reviewing it here because I think I have everything I need. Mainly, I would just focus on the beginning bit of where you put your information. I think that needs some fixing. I think the ordering needs some fixing. And I also think that the music is a little loud. It's definitely very loud. So I think if you tone that down a little, because it can also be very distracting. We don't want music to be distracting. But we always should have music, some sort of instrumental. Overall, I think I would give it a 7 out of 10 because of the reordering, and then you could also chop it up because of the length. 7 out of 10, it's a really good highlight video. You're clearly a really good player. I do think you just need a little bit of help with where things go and how to put things. So yeah, if anyone has any other submissions and their highlight videos that you'd like us to review, please feel free to send it to us on our Instagram. That's how Sam sent it to us. So we're always willing to accept things to our Instagram and any questions you may have. So thank you for watching.